Welcome to ETHeREAL, where the only thing you're guaranteed is us keeping it real. This is going to be your July 11th, 2025 updates around ETH. I make these videos daily and keep them short, concise, to the point, not to waste your time, but to deliver the most important news that happened today, specifically around the Ethereum cryptocurrency. If you haven't already subscribed so you can get these videos daily once I release them, and you can keep your knowledge base up to date every day with the latest thing that has come out. Let's not waste any more time. Let's jump right into it. Ethereum breaks above 3,000 on record ETF inflows. Spot Ether ETFs attracted 211 million in net subscriptions, lifting the price past the 3K level before some profit taking cooled off the price action. Now, we called this in yesterday's update video. We already predicted that there was going to be some cool off on the price action today on ETH on Friday. That's historically been the case more often than not, and it happened to be the same today, although it didn't nearly drop as much as we predicted and we were prepared for, which is still a great case for us and shows strength. It was still to the T as far as how that price action performed going into today. Now, the impact this has is huge because robust institutional demand strengthens our bull case for Ethereum. However, overheated funding rates and rising open interest can suggest that short-term volatility is going to increase once inflows slow down. And at that point, we're going to have some additional news or bull case scenarios that come out to keep driving this price action. So keep an eye on that. Jumping into the next most important story here around ETH, SharpLink buys 10,000 ETH directly from the Ethereum Foundation. This is huge, guys. SharpLink, if you have not heard of it, is a company that's basically implementing the same MicroStrategy approach, but with Ethereum, creating an Ethereum treasury within their company by heavily investing and holding on to these coins. Now, the impact of this is crazy. Treasury accumulation removes liquidity supply and hints at growing corporate balance sheet uses of ETH. However, foundation selling can add near-term supply pressure. Although that sounds bad, that's actually exactly what we want if we are bullish on ETH. The more supply pressure we have, the more the price goes up. That's basic economics. As supply goes down, demand and price for something will go up because it's just rare. And that's exactly what we're hoping for. And that's what's exactly happened over the past few weeks and over a month or two. We've seen that liquidity has dropped for Ethereum in major exchanges, and that's only signals bullish momentum. Let's go into this last story of the day. We see that whales place 100 million plus in highly leveraged ETH shorts. On-chain data shows that 3 big wallets opening 34,000 ETH shorts, up to 25 times leveraged positions via major exchanges. Now, the impact of this might sound a bit alarming because heavy bearish bets could drag the price lower, but they also raise the odds of a sharp short squeeze if spot demands remain strong. Now, I know the phrase short squeeze seems a little out of place for a cryptocurrency. However, when we're talking about supply and demand and overall supply, if someone's out there shorting these coins, which there are very big major players like I just mentioned and this article covers, when there's large shorting going on, if our bullish case continues to prove itself and price momentum continues to go upwards, once these bets are liquidated, that is only additional positive momentum for the Ethereum coin, because closing out these positions means the price action is going to swing even higher. Very exciting news here today on July 11th. Let's finish out the video, as always, with a very quick technical analysis review. Looking here on July 11th, exactly as we called it on yesterday, July 10th video, we expected the price action to calm down today, as it historically does on Fridays for Ethereum more often than not. And as you can see, we've done a lot of sideways action here. What I mentioned earlier was we were actually prepared for even a more serious drop, which I think will still happen going into Saturday and this weekend potentially. And without as much news coming out over the weekend, if it doesn't come out, then I can see this price action might even come down to test this 2850 or potentially all the way down to this Fibonacci 50% level. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit and look at a bigger view. We can see here that no matter how much correction we get coming up this weekend, it's only healthy price action. Right now, we've seen a lot of strong momentum upwards the past week and 2 weeks, and that's great. That's what we want to see, but do not be alarmed if in the short term you see a little bit of correction, a little bit of cooling off, like one of the articles mentioned today. Some people are taking profits because this 3K price point was a huge psychological level to break through, and the fact that we did break through it and now have consistently held above it for more than almost 10 hours, even dropped below but tested again and conquered it again. Right now we're sitting right around that 29.50 area, which is very healthy. I'm very excited for the performance of this coin. Again, I bring you guys news and updates around this coin every single day, and make sure you subscribe so you get notified with my new news videos going into the weekend. I'm expecting the stories to die down a bit, but if there's anything important, you best believe that I will be posting on Saturday and Sunday as well. Lastly, if we do see any sort of crazy price momentum one way or another, I will be live streaming this weekend, whichever day it happens, whichever day is best applicable. So make sure you tune in to make sure you get those live streams and you listen in and see what's happening. Other than that, I appreciate you tuning in. I hope to see you on a future video and future news drops. Other than that, ETHeREAL, keep it real.